I wanted to just walk through this just because I think stateless auth is a complex topic, and I just want to just make sure that we're telling you exactly what we can do here, and I believe it will meet your requirements. So the first thing is I just created a user table, right? And we have two users here, just A and B, right? So the way we can implement this, there's two ways to do it. One is you can use your own Xano authentication token. An authentication token is a JWE token. It's kind of like our way on how you do that. However, you also have the ability to use, so I'm going to say create token. You also have the ability to use JWE tokens directly, however you want. You can generate keys, all sorts of different types of keys. You can use JWE or JWS tokens, however you want, with all the different claims. The nice thing about the authentication token is that it makes your life easier because we already have built-in logic here to enforce that the token is present. Otherwise, you'd have to do that manually, decoding and throwing errors. Either way is fine, but I'm just going to walk you through the authentication token. Hopefully that becomes clear on why this is easier to do. But if you want to dig in deeper, I would just explore these functions. Okay? So the first thing is I'm going to make an email address here. So I know you just want a token. You don't want to send it through email and password. You still need to figure out how you want, like you have to assign a token or generate a token for a particular user. So here I would just do a token through email address. You could turn this into an internal function so you only have access to it, but at the end of the day, you decide somehow you get an ID for a user and you turn that into a token for them. Okay, so I'm just going to make this easy, so we just do email. Okay, so then I'm going to do get user by email. Now we have a user. Then one more step, security, create authentication token. We populate this with user1.id. Okay, this is referencing that table. This is the ID. You also can do extras. You can set like maybe your role is admin, right? This is, and you can chain these extras, just a bunch of different key value pairs. So this would be, this allows you to have particular metadata on embedded within the token that you don't have to use the database to fetch. And then you also can set an expiration. You can set it to whatever you want. So we'll just call this token, and then we will return the token. All right, so now I have an endpoint. We'll do a@email.com that can generate a token. All right, that's all it is. You then copy that. You can go over to jwt.io, which is a pretty awesome site. You probably know about that. You can paste this in and it will show that this is 100% a JWE token. Okay, so that's step one. Step two is how do you actually use that for something special, right? So we'll say my special endpoint, right? And let's just say this is returning a random number, right? It's a magic number for the day. So we'll do random number. We'll then spit that out as var1. Okay, so that's all good. All we have to do here is say we want to enable user authentication. The nice thing about this is why I was talking that this makes it easier to enforce stuff. So if you type in a random token, it throws an error. I'm going to paste in what we just got, and it will then show me my random number, right? So that's why I was saying that it's just a lot easier to use the authentication token, because it is a JWE token, and there's just stuff already in place to enforce. But again, if you didn't want to do that and you wanted to be in control of your own key and do things your way, all you got to do is explore the security group. There's lots of good stuff in there. All right, hopefully that was helpful. And if you have any more questions, just send us a note through support. All right, we'll talk to you later.